Now to an Eyewitness News exclusive tonight, part of 2 of our new series, Central Valley Cold Cases.
CBS 47's Medeiros Babb digs into the case of a Strathmore clerk who was gunned down.
17 years ago, 68-year-old Maria Sanchez was shot and killed while working at a South Valley convenience store. The senseless act over just $100 in the till. But unlike many cold cases, detectives now closer to solving the mystery than ever before.
This is one that This is a sad one because it's one to where I think we know who did it and we just can't finish proving it.
Strathmore, located in eastern Tulare County, is a small town of less than 3,000 people. In a small town, everyone knows everyone, and everyone knew 68-year-old Maria Sanchez.
Everybody knew my aunt. Everybody talks highly of her till this day.
Maria was known mostly for her generosity, donating food and her time to help those in need. While it might just look like a small corner store, for many it was a part of their daily routine. Whether it was a cup of joe, milk, or a quick snack, Maria did not turn customers away, at times giving out the items for free.
As a loving person, very giving person.
Maria had a big family, 6 children, more than a dozen grandchildren, and even some great-grandchildren. To Regina Avalos, Maria was more like a second mother.
I say she's my aunt, but I was always either with her, my mom.
Back on the hot summer day of September 1st, 2006, the entire town of Strathmore was gearing up for Friday Night Lights. Lindsay High School and Strathmore High School went head-to-head in a rival football game in town.
So whoever did it knew that the community was going to be at that game. So I think they found the right opportunity.
Streets empty, businesses closed. That is, except for La Tienda Market, where Maria and her grandson were working inside.
It was roughly 8:30 in the evening when 2 hooded subjects with bandanas covering their faces, armed with handguns, came in and robbed the store.
Investigators say Maria handed over the money from the till to the robbers. The grandson, unaware of the robbery, came out from the freezer, shocked by what was unfolding right before his eyes. The hooded men robbed the grandson, shot Maria, and then took off.
It was horrible. It was just, how could somebody do that to a 68-year-old woman, especially for less than $100? I don't understand how something like that would happen.
Fernando, who's in their home right next door, rushed to Maria's side, where the 2 waited for an ambulance. It was too late. She passed away. Investigators noticed the security camera, which they went to check.
She would always put the camera on every night, and that day, for some reason, they didn't put the tape in.
The sudden passing of Maria Sanchez struck the community hard, with hundreds coming together to lay her to rest. As the days and months passed, the fear mounting, with killers still out on the loose, especially for the family wanting justice and safety at work.
Just knowing that those people probably were still going in the market, that's the fear they had, because just knowing who's going to be the next person, like, is this person going to rob us? Is this person going to come back and do something? Like, there's no, like, you don't have that sense of, like, being safe.
Justice for Maria. That's what her family, especially her sister and husband, desperately yearned for. But over the years, the pain became too much. Eventually, the family sold the store.
Because not so long after her, my mom passed away, and I believe it was from sadness, just like her husband passed away from sadness. You know, they say they know some people that have done it, but we just need somebody to talk.
For Tulare Sheriff Sergeant Josh Lowry, Maria's case is a difficult one for the department. For one, because they believe they know who did it.
It's hard and it's frustrating because it's to the point where we just need one person that we know was lying to us. We know for a fact that they lied, and they just don't want to tell us the truth due to gang complications that it would create.
Lowry saying with 100% certainty that Maria's death was committed by gang members with a history of burglaries, robberies, and even past shootings. Investigators say after the crime, the suspects told others that they committed the act.
Yeah, it was just an active gang member who decided to go out and terrorize the community, and they picked this business to terrorize that night.
So if investigators know who did it, why aren't they behind bars? Lowry says due to current laws, there are legal hoops that they must jump through. But all they need is one person to come forward, and arrests will be made.
If the two that robbed Maria with her grandchildren there, what's your message if they're watching this right now?
It's only going to be a matter of time. It's the same thing that I would say to most of the suspects. Yes, it's been 15, 20 years, but it's only a matter of time till we find that one piece of evidence that we need.
The family did sell the market, which is under new ownership. The case is still unsolved, and tonight at 11, we will have a preview of our next cold case that is airing tomorrow. Reporting from the studio, Medeiros Babb, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.